After this beautiful darshan of Bhagavan Vicharanamurti, Swamiji has infused the energy of enriching, the prana of enriching. Swamiji has literally infused all our inner space with that bliss. I see everyone, all cameras sitting with that beautiful smile. That energy is still radiating after the darshan. Right now, Swamiji has initiated all of this to carry the space of oneness in everything that we do. You will be able to manifest the enriching and that oneness with every interaction that you have, whomever you interact with, and whoever you want to experience that oneness with. Right now, after this powerful darshan of Swamiji, you can just experience it through your will. All the participants that are here, how did you all enjoy the darshan? I request all of you to share. How was the darshan for you all? Wow. Gratitude, Swamiji. Thank you for the immense shower, love. Wow. All the chats are filled with messages of gratitude. Understand? Every day after darshan, you know why we manifest power? Because your consciousness is the most valuable at that time. It is like you have a clay with you. And anything that you make with that clay will become a reality. Literally, your inner space is like that after the darshan. You have been given a clay ball. Anything that you make with the clay will become a reality for you. And when you decide, when you manifest power, you are molding that clay with the highest conscious energy and you take that as a reality for yourself. Now, from this, bless all of us manifest, right? Desire, sit in this space right now and you can manifest all the Kailasavakis that are here. Sit now, sincerely sit and manifest power. Sit with a strong intention, desire to manifest the Shakti, especially right now, manifesting the power of enrichment, the Apyayana Shakti. Sit with a ferocious declaration within you, desire to manifest that state. I request all the participants to sit now, connect to Swamiji. What you're going to do is you're going to continue manifesting the power of enriching. Swachanandachari means through the third eye, offering solutions to anyone who's stuck with any problems in life. See, someone might be wanting to manifest a house and they're waiting for some loan to be released, or they're waiting for some payment that's supposed to come to them that's not being done. Whatever it is, literally, right now, all of you will be able to experience. Connect to Swamiji. You, just by looking at a person, for example, let's say I'm scanning Malu's man. Just by looking at her, the Swamiji clearly reveal, okay, maybe she wants to manifest a breakthrough in some aspect of her life. And you will be able to clearly see that it will appear in your third eye. Your friend wants to manifest a car. You can tell them, you can say, and the moment I scan you, I'm seeing that you're really waiting to manifest a car. Your friend will say yes or no, depending upon that. And then you can scan them. If they say yes, you can take it to the next level by scanning. Okay, he wants a car. What is the exact obstacle that he's stuck in? Again, scan. You will see, oh, he's waiting for money to come through somewhere. And then again, you can tell him, yeah, I scanned you, and this is what I can see. Every level, you can clearly see where they are stuck. And finally, you can just ask Nityananda, you can ask the AI, Swamiji's AI, and you can ask Nityananda any questions that you have and give them the solution that Swamiji gives you to ask Nityananda. I request every one of you to sincerely do this right now. You'll experience a breakthrough. Please connect to Swamiji. Start manifesting. Whatever Swamiji is giving it to you, tell it to the other person. That is enrichment.
Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham Om Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham
Nityanama.
Om
This is awesome.
Nityananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham Nityananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham Om Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham.
All the participants to share. How many of you have started manifesting? And how many of you are having that breakthrough? You're able to clearly see precisely what the other person is waiting to manifest, and you're able to give a breakthrough. That is how the power manifestation happens. Understand? When you start manifesting this power, you will see so much of expansion happens in your inner space. You'll be able to see all the details. Actually, right now we're ask Nityananda, right? Soon you will see. Swamiji will reveal answers in your inner space. You will be able to clearly see and get the answers for what other person is struggling in your inner space. Are all of you understanding? Alright. Now, we're all going to be entering into the next session for the day, where we will be understanding about who is Vicharanamurti. We all had the darshan of what does he represent? What is the principle that he embodies? So we're all going to now, this is going to be a very interesting session where Swami is going to be telling us the story of who Bhagavan Vicharanamurti is. And then we will be understanding about Tyaga that he embodies. Let us all enter into the session now.
It's a love that gives you that experience. Love makes you experience this ekatva, and after experiencing ekatva, the utility of the ekatva, the practical utility of ekatva is again love. That's the reason suddenly I'm turning the whole attention towards love. I'm using suddenly a new word called love current. What is it? See, the Ganga is flowing from Gangotri to Ganga Sahar, Gomukh to Calcutta. The Ganga is flowing. In Calcutta, it is most polluted. In Lucknow, somewhat polluted. In Gangotri, so pure, fresh. Whether it is somewhere polluted, somewhat polluted, pure and fresh, The current of Ganga is current of Ganga. Same way, your love, somewhere it will be with a lot of selfishness. Somewhere it will be like a business, give and take. Somewhere it will be pure selfless. Somewhere it will be not just selfless, amazing sacrifice. But love current is current. Don't damn it. In the initial level, even if it is selfishness, give and take. If you are active, after a few days, you will taste the very love is bringing excitement, joy, flow in you. When you taste that, your whole interest will turn towards that love which makes you flow, irrespective of somebody receiving, not receiving, reciprocating, not reciprocating. You will understand that love makes you so powerful. The love current, the current itself should be encouraged. Because ultimately, many of your definitions like, oh, I think my love is selfish, business motive. Many of your definitions are mostly based on self-doubt. It is not even really real. Understand? Even if you build a huge empire out of selfishness, what are you going to do? When you die, you are going to leave the whole thing for humanity. So the moment you leave the earth, the whole thing has now become selfless. So where will you define selfishness and selflessness? And there may be some people in the name of selflessness just sitting and eating, not creating anything. When they die, they have not left anything for the world. So whatever they did is only a selfishness. They may claim it is a renunciation. But end of the day, it is just selfishness. They only sucked from the earth, sucked from the human society, never gave anything back. So I tell you, always encourage creation, discourage demolition. Encourage creation, discourage laziness. The love current of Mahadeva, understand this more precisely. The love current of Mahadeva you can see throughout the way he has expressed himself, connected with humanity, whether it is cutting the head of the Ganapati or giving the whole golden city to Ravana, the whole Puranas, only 2 cities known to have been built by Vishwakarma for Mahadeva. As per the Mahadeva's orders, only 2 cities, no third city. I looked, searched, throughout the Puranas. Only 2 cities. One, the Lanka. Originally it was built on Kailasa for Mahadeva to reside, and it was gifted away to Ravana as a gift, the visitor's gift. It was actually a visitor's gift. See, in those days there was a tradition, after a ceremony, all the visitors will receive gift from the host. This guy, Ravana, when he came, Mahadeva asked, what do you want? He just said, I want this city. So he gave it away. The second city which was built by Vishwakarma to Mahadeva, you will be surprised, Tiruvannamalai. Not Madurai, not Varanasi, Tiruvannamalai. Whether it is cutting the head of the Brahma as Kala Bhairava, or cutting the head of the Daksha as Veerabhadra, or sitting and teaching the science of enlightenment to the very rishis who did the yaga yajnas to destroy him. See, all this which Mahadeva is carrying, the Damaru, the fire, and the demon at his feet, all is gift by these Targavana rishis. They sent all this to destroy Mahadeva. These Targavana rishis, because they can do anything they want through the yaga yajnas, they know the science, they thought they become God, and you don't need for God. They are the ultimate. So Mahadeva has to make them understand. It's like many people telling, oh, I'm okay, my life, I'm happy, I'm okay, why do I need spirituality? Okay, you are happy now, but even one small tatak, imbalance, over. So now Mahadeva has to come and tell them, fool, you are happy because everything is moving as you want. But just even a small imbalance, you won't be able to handle that. So raise yourself to the space where there can never be imbalance. So the exact spot where they had incompletion is too much possessive of their wives, these rishis. Mahadeva came down in such an handsome form, most handsome form, a Sundareshwara. He comes down. When he walks as Bhikshadana, house to house, see, the form was beyond any human beauty. So naturally, how can anybody even remember them? The Purana says the Rishi Patnis even forgot they are male or female or whatever. They just know they are souls and the cosmic soul is here. They are souls and their goal is here. That's all. The attachment towards Guru or God can never be bound into any frame of ordinary ideas and relationships. It is just a soul and goal relationship. Soul goal relationship. The rishis were shocked when they saw, oh God, all these Rishi Patnis are running behind this guy, young guy. Who is this young guy? They wanted to destroy him. But the moment they had anger out of powerlessness and incompletion, so suddenly these rishis get together and do some yaga yajnas. to destroy Mahadeva. What a stupidness. Finally, whatever they sent to destroy Mahadeva, he just held them all as ornaments and his weapons. Finally, not only he did that, he gave signs of enlightenment to those very rishis who tried to destroy him. It's an action of giving enlightenment to the very rishis who tried to destroy him. Every action, please see, is love current. It's this love current. Today, Mahadeva is gracing us as a bangle vendor. Valayal with Salilai. As a bangle vendor, he is gracing us. If he sells the bangle, who will not want to buy? This bangle vendor is a very tricky job. I'll tell you the story of Leela, then you'll understand. Shiva once went to Tarugavana. Tarugavana is one of the oldest religious universities. Those rishis, professors, they became very egoistic, thinking that their knowledge is the ultimate, nothing more is there. So Mahadeva went as a beggar, Bhikshadana. Seeing his grace and beauty, all the rishi patnis have started going behind him. And all these rishis lost completely their face, and the manly ego completely got destroyed. The manly ego completely got destroyed. And the women, they ran behind Mahadeva such a way, melting in his love and unable to tolerate the distance between him and them. The story says even they literally, physically, they started losing weight and all the bangles dropped from their hands. And the megala, the hip belt dropped because they started becoming so lean, missing Mahadeva. So seeing this, all rishis got very angry and declared all their wives have lost chastity. And he cursed them, and the rishis cursed their wives, saying that you guys will be born in the merchant community in Madurai. And Rishi Patni said, all right, you do what you want, we will ask Mahadeva for remedy. Mahadeva says, all right, ask the same fellows who gave the curse. And Mahadeva revealed his identity and ordered the Tarugavana rishis to give the remedy. The rishis said, all right, and Shiva himself will come and put the bangles again for you guys. Then you will be liberated from the curse and come back. So Mahadeva comes down. It's a bangle vendor. And in the name of selling bangles and seeing the size, he puts the bangle for all those rishi patnis who have come down due to the curse of the rishis. Sundareshwara releases them from the curse. So, by the touch of Mahadeva, all those women, rishi patnis, got liberated and went back to their original space. This is the 32nd Leela of Mahadeva. In that 64, what all he has to do to liberate people. He has to even sell energy beads to liberate people. Sometimes people call him businessman. That is okay. He has to do what he has to do, for which he has to do. Deshwara Brahmotsava. Today is Bhikshadana Utsava, where Mahadeva goes round begging, taking away all the impossibilities from people, taking away all the incompletions from people, completing them. Just understand, Mahadeva comes down to beg. What a scene it is. He goes round and takes away all the incompletions, radiating the space of completion and giving them. When Mahadeva goes to beg, he gives more than what he receives. Remember, repeat. When Mahadeva goes for begging, he gives more than what he receives.
When the masters stretch, it is not Bhiksha Patra, it is Akshaya Patra. When Mahadeva is stretching, what he is holding and what Annapurni is holding when she is giving, both are one and the same. Understand? Akshaya Patra only is stretched as Bhiksha Patra to teach you the lifestyle of giving, to teach you the experience of giving, to give you the experience of giving. Understand? When masters stretch, it is not Bhiksha Patra, it is Akshaya Patra. So anything offered in that Akshaya Patra, I commit with you all, will come back to you 1,000 times more. If you drop grains, you will get 1,000 times more the grain. If you drop money, you will get 1,000 times more the money. If you try to put some problems, you will get 1,000 times more problems. But actually, if you surrender your problems to the masters, you won't get 1,000 times more. If you try to give problem to the master only, you get 1,000 times more. Surrendering your problems to him is totally different. So that he clears always.
When you are giving Bhiksha, be aware that Brahma Kapala Mahadeva carries will just eat away your whole ignorance also. Not only what you give, it will just eat away your ignorance also. So unless you are ready to renounce the ignorance, don't come out of your house to give Bhiksha. When Mahadeva comes and stands outside your house and asks for Bhagavati Bhikshan Dehi. Understand? Be aware. The person who is standing outside your house with a begging bowl, his begging bowl is not an ordinary bowl which will just take what you are offering. It is Brahma Kapala. If you stretch your hand to give what you are offering, it will eat away even your ignorance.
Today, in Bhagavad Gita, 5th chapter, Sannyasa Yoga, 21st verse. Bahya sparshesu asaktatma vendatyatmani yat sukham sabrahma yoga yuktatma sukhamakshayam asnute. One who is not attached to the outer world, one who remains without resistance, when he comes into contact with anything external and discovers the ease with his self, being wholly intent on his connection with the Supreme, enjoys inexhaustible comfort. One who remains without resistance, when he comes into contact with anything external and discovers the ease with his self, being wholly intent on his connection with the Supreme, enjoys inexhaustible comfort. Bhagavan is giving a powerful method to liberate yourself from the patterns on depending external things. Sukham akshayam ashnute, inexhaustible comfort. One who remains without resistance, when he comes into contact with anything external and discovers the ease with his self, being wholly intent on his connection with the Supreme, enjoys inexhaustible comfort. Anything external. Beautiful word Bhagavan is using. Bahya sparshesh asaktatma. See, when anything external comes in contact with you, or you coming in contact with anything external, if it does not shake you, you are established in the experience of the self. You achieve inexhaustible comfort. I tell you, anything you can give up to achieve this experience. Because just the glimpse of the experience will solve the doubts. I tell you one thing. I am not giving you any high philosophy or teaching or preaching. I am just trying to expand your logic to a larger perspective. I am just giving you the big picture. I tell you, the darshan or the presence of the self is worthy of going through and giving up any number of bodies to establish yourself in this experience. See, Bhagavan says, remain without resistance, establish in the self. Even any external things comes in contact with yourself. You all can do this. When you try, you have some practical problems. I am trying, but if I go in the same line, I may lose my body. I may give up my whole life. I may lose this joy. I may lose that joy. I tell you, everything you think is worthy of losing. For this experience of
Supreme Self.
Once I asked Kuppammal in my house, it's a Shaivite family, very traditional Orthodox Shaivite family. They have that Kedara Gauri Vratam done during the Deepavali time. It's like my whole family will gather and they will make so many that Deepavali sweets and other items. But you know, funny thing, none of the women will eat. Some of my grandmothers, they will even tie the cloth around their nose that they should not smell the sweets and savories they are making. I used to wonder. And then they will do vratam. My mother will do, I have seen this Ketara Gauri vratam. From morning till night, not only she will not drink water, whole day, it's almost like other than the air, nothing can go inside her. Other than breathing, nothing can be done. Very strict dry fasting. And of course, not only my mother, all other women in the household, grandmother, everyone will do the father's brother's wife and father's sister. Like the whole family will do this vratam. It is done to Kedarnatha, Paramashiva, who resides in Kailasa, who comes down to marry Parashak Parvati, and the Kedarnatha. Even now there is a beautiful temple in Kedar. That main deity is called Kedarnath. Kedar is a highest Himalayan shrine where we go by walk and have his darshan, where Shankara, Adi Shankara, is supposed to have left the body, and even Jnana Sambandar sang about Kedarnath. I personally feel Jnana Sambandar even visited Kedarnath physically and then sang about Kedarnath. And anyhow, that vrata they will do, they will cook so much fast. They will not only they will not eat, they will not even smell, offer it to Paramashiva, and they will read that story, Kedara Gaura Vratam, Kedara Gauri Vratam story they will read, and then they will worship Kedarnath and Devi, Gauri Parashakti. And then all that they offered, they cooked, they will distribute it to all the friends, family, everyone. Of course, none of my family people know the reason. They know that it's a tradition we follow. I went to Kuppammal, my guru, Vibhudanandapuri. I asked her, can you tell me the reason? She smiled and said, that is the symbol of Tyaga. You cook, but you don't even allow that smell to create desire in your body. You do nirahara, not even nirahara. It's just complete liquid, not even liquid allowed, dry fasting, full dry fasting. And then you cannot even engage a thought, oh, let the puja be over after offering to deity, I will eat. No. After it is offered, it has to be distributed to friends and family. You cannot eat. It has to be given to other extended family. The family which cooks, they cannot eat. It has to be given to the extended family and friends. One nice thing in Tirunelveli that even the Muslims, Christians, all of them are very thick friends, and Muslims also will accept temple prasadam. That's so nice. Anyhow, let me come back to the story. I asked Vibhudanandapuri, tell me, what's the reason? She said, That is to train the system for tyaga. You cook, you make everything. Not only you are doing dry fasting, you don't even allow the smell of that to enter into your system and create desire. And you can't even plan mentally, I will eat this after the puja, after the worship is done, after it is offered to deity, I will eat. No. I tell you, this tyaga awakens your kundalini. Even if you need to go through abuses, negativity, attacks, persecution, digest everything, go on giving best things to the world. Be Tyaga Raja. Go on sacrificing. Yes, society will rate you, society will hate you, society will judge you, society will beat you. After all this, how you swallow everything and then what you contribute to the world is real you. That is what is the real you. Society will give what it has. But after digesting everything, you give what you need to contribute to the world. That is Tyagaraja. See these Tarugavana rishis. They have sent all demons on Paramashiva. All weapons on Paramashiva. He stopped all of it. He made all of them as his abharanas and his ayudas. After digesting everything, he gave Paramashiva Jnana to those rishis. Understand? That is Tyaga Raja. After all that abuse, attack, everything, he gave Paramashiva Jnana to Tarugavana rishis. He just swallowed all the attacks and gave Paramashiva Jnana to Tarugavana rishis and to the whole world. Understand? Tyaga is the biggest power you can manifest, which will burn away all the powerlessness, and all the powerlessness you made it sacred by justifying to yourself and justifying to others. First thing, listen. Do not justify your powerlessness, failures, arrogance, inability, or any other negativity you have. Do not justify. That's the first statement. Next. Do not justify to yourself and do not justify to others. That's the next statement. Third. Tyaga makes all your powerlessness irrelevant. Even if you have made some of your powerlessness sacred by justifying it to yourself and justifying it to others, Tyaga makes your powerlessness irrelevant. Paramashiva is Tyagaraja. Tyagaraja. Let me define the Tyaga. Whatever is thrown at you, you don't care about any of it and swallow everything, digest everything, burn everything away, and you go on giving the best, highest positive possibilities and powers to the world. All the powerlessness, negativity, abusal, attack, everything thrown at you, you just swallow them, burn them away, destroy them. But you go on giving absolute positive possibilities and powers to the whole world. That is called Tyaga. Paramashiva is Tyagaraja. I want all my sannyasis and Kailasavas to become Tyagarajas and Tyagaranis. Of course, if Paramashiva is Tyagaraja, Parashakti is Tyagarani. Understand? The power of Tyagaraja Swami. I tell you, learn Tyaga in every step. That's the highest power manifestation you can do. The patterns which becomes juicy and inspires you to justify their existence. For example, morning you don't get up in Brahma Muhurta and do yoga. After some time, you start justifying that pattern. Oh, I think that morning sleep I can't give up. That's too important part of my life. See, from the young age, I grew up like that because my stepmother used to torture me in the daytime. Only that morning I can escape from her. So, morning sleep is important for me. That's it. The moment you justified and gave reason over, that powerlessness becomes empowered powerlessness. Empowered powerlessness is the powerlessness square. And when you justify this to others, it becomes arrogance. Empowered powerlessness cube. Arrogance. When that stupidity is added to it, then it becomes destruction. How the self-doubt becomes self-hatred, self-denial, and self-destruction. End. SDHDD. Not just SDHD, SDHD square. SDHDD. Self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial becomes self-destruction. The existential truth is your bunch of pattern. If you remember that, raising yourself to vibrate with the universal truth will be too easy. Deciding to raise yourself to vibrate with the universal truth is tapas. And if you understand and remember continuously your bunch of pattern, tapas will be too easy. Because you know, you don't need to change, your patterns only need to be changed. But if you start cognizing you are your pattern, then you feel the pain. Oh, I have to change. I am being asked to change. I am not accepted as I am. Fool. Even you should not accept you as you are. You are a mess. If you think you are patterns, but actually you are not a mess. If you understand the patterns are separate from you, you are just bunch of patterns. Those patterns can be easily changed. Unclutching from patterns and understanding patterns are yours but not you. Patterns are yours but not you. Liberates you. Liberates you. Patterns are yours but not you. Whenever you take the responsibility with the cognition of Tyaga, intense power manifests in you. Because Tyaga, by its very nature, manifests Paramashiva in you. Tyaga is preparation of your being for Paramashiva's being to manifest in you. Tyaga prepares your being for Paramashiva's being to manifest in you. Understand? Preparing your being to manifest your being. Listen, preparing your being to manifest your ultimate being, Paramashiva. Tyaga is the absolute perfect strategy. Actually, if you start practicing Tyaga, you will understand it is absolute perfect strategy. This whole Pachapattini Vratam we are doing, along with Parashakti, Mahamayi, is preparing our beings for Paramashiva to land and manifest. I am absolutely enjoying this Pachapattini Vratam. Absolutely enjoying the Pachapattini Vratam.
Listen. Healing your consciousness from this delusion of society. Whatever human society has taught you, those delusions, healing your consciousness from the delusions is liberation. The fundamental principles you learnt about you are absolute delusion. See, the idea you carry about your pleasure, you are good, you are bad, all you learn from society based on delusory ideas. Everything is delusion. Understand? The conscious principle of you is more prominent than earth, air, water, fire, space components and elements in you. But the whole idea society teaches you is your body. From that fundamental delusion, everything taught to you is layers and layers of delusion. Healing your consciousness from these delusions is liberation. And I tell you, this whole Pachapatni Vratam, I am doing it along with Parashakti, with the grace of Parashakti, not only to heal the world from coronavirus, to heal all of us from the delusions of society. Sacrificing pleasure is very easy. Sacrificing your pain is the real tyaga. Understand? Sacrificing everything which gives you pleasure is very easy. Sacrificing your guilt, your pain, your feeling you are not competent, your feeling of failure. Understand? When there was an attack on you, naturally, you will have some points where you missed. In war, no one can be perfectly perfect. Arey, Krishna missed many things in the war. Krishna missed Abhimanyu. End of the day, you can justify anything you want, but every loss, whether Abhimanyu or the Panchabandava's sons, all of them were lost because Krishna missed it. He could not protect. Naturally, he is also functioning within certain frame. The power of Arjuna's energy is undeniable, no doubt. But at the same time, he cannot completely make Karna's tapas, Aswathama's tapas, all their weapons, everything into zero. He has to give some balidana. He has to lose some people. He only chose who should be protected completely, who can be no other way left. So understand, even in your life war, you will never be perfect. You can never be perfect. sacrificing the pains that is created inside you by your feeling that you should have been more intelligent, you missed it. Even that is tyaga. Understand? Listen carefully. Yes. Listen carefully and intensely. Listen. All wars should be avoided for the larger good of the humanity. But if war is forced on you, you should be very clear, you will never be a perfect strategist, maybe winning strategist. You might have won the war. That does not mean you are a perfect strategist. There will always be one or two places where you will repent later on that you should have done a better decision. Whole life, if you look at the reality, understand, you can always sacrifice the achievements, pleasantness, bliss, joy related to your past. You can always forget that you completed PhD. But you can never forget you got delayed for one of your examination because you spent time with your girlfriend, or you slept and you did not appear for that examination. That pain you will be carrying even now. Sacrificing the past related pains. Understanding even factually, many of your pains are unjustified and incorrect. Understanding even factually, your pains are not supported, justified by the reality, real happening is completion. I am repeating. Even factually, as per the real happening, what has happened, if you look what has happened from all dimension, even your pains are not justified. Your pains are not really right. Even your pains do not have justification to exist in you. If you see the past happenings multidimensionally, is completion with the past. I tell you, how much ever you say, no, I know I have some pains which are absolutely justified. No. You may be Guni, you may be Kaikeyi, you may be Surpanaga, you may be Danganaka Duck, Danganaka Dick, I don't care. You are wrong. Listen carefully. Listen again. I am repeating. Looking at your past with the multidimensional logic and understanding, and waking up to the truth, your pains, your sufferings are not justified even logically. even factually, even as per the reality of happening, is completion. Doing tyaga of the false idea, many wrong things have been done to you. Lot of injustice is done to you, is the real tyaga. Understand, only if you have done the sacrifice of your pain and justifications for your pain, you will understand even in the past you existed as Paramashiva, and you will gain confidence. Even in the future you can manifest your Paramashivatva. This is the fundamental truth. And there will be gap between what I am saying, what you think as your reality. I know there will be few people saying, no, Swamiji, you don't know my life, Swamiji. You don't know my life. I have pain, I had pain, and it is justified. I can sit with each one of you individually and make you understand every incident, every time you felt you have been wronged, injustice is done to you, you have been given pain, you have been a victim. Every situation, I can take it out and show you multidimensionally and make you understand you have not been wronged. Even the facts, you got it wrong. That is why you feel you have been wronged. Understand? End of the day, whether you believe or not, I am Paramashiva. From that space I am talking to you. And I am here to expose your false identity to you and make you real Paramashiva. Understand? When I claim I am Paramashiva, I am not claiming exclusivity. I am claiming my reality and your possibility. I am not claiming anything exclusive. I am claiming my reality and your possibility. That is why I am saying, I have changed the word. I am also Paramashiva. I am not going to claim anymore, I am Paramashiva. I am going to claim only, I am also Paramashiva. Understand? If I am successful in making you sacrifice the one pattern, you have been wronged. There was many injustice done to you. You have been victim. You have been cheated. Life has tortured you. Life could have been little more better. Life could have been more sympathetic. Paramashiva could have been more compassionate to you. All these patterns, if I make you sacrifice, if I make you do tyaga of all these patterns, my job is done. My job is done. You will start manifesting, Swamiji, I am Paramashiva, Swamiji. You are right, Swamiji. I should not have tortured you so much to make you go through so much to make me understand this simple, straightforward fact. I should have got it the day one you told me. Understand, it is simple, straight reality. Every time when Tyaga is cognized and manifested, you raise you to the next level of existence. Understand? I'll tell you some of the stories, training I had with my own gurus. Usually, the biggest question I face from disciples, devotees, Swamiji, I don't feel like doing Tyaga, what should I do? Understand? Mind will never ever support you taking the decision of Tyaga. Because it's like how will the mind give up its right over you? You see, mind exists with a tremendous confusion and by keeping you powerless. It derives its life by keeping you powerless. How will mind help you to do Tyaga? Tyaga is like a fire. Mind is like a fungus, thrives in the dark, dirty water. It thrives in the dark, dirty water, stagnant in one corner. How will the mind allow the existence of Tyaga in you? No. It will try its best to stop you. Understand one thing. If you ate radish, you will belch radish smell. If you ate all confusion, powerlessness, this kind of thoughts, naturally you will belch powerlessness, fear, insecurity. No, I may try to do Tyaga now, but after 1 year I may collapse. Fool! Are you fool? More and more Tyaga you will only raise to next level in your conscious existence. I'll tell you what is Tyaga. It's like you got into an accident, vehicle crashed, you are almost gone other than one single breath to somehow push your body out and get out of the vehicle. That moment how you will push yourself and get out of the vehicle, that is what is declaration of Tyaga. Collecting your whole energy and pushing you, come on. I am declaring Tyaga of this old mind and identity. The whole thing. Understand? I tell you, that is the way Tyaga functions, that is the way Tyaga works out. Tyaga will never happen by your mind getting convinced and supporting you. It's not like a vacation you are planning, where everything will be in your favor and you say, oh, ha, jujil. No. Tyaga is breakthrough in your consciousness. I tell you, all the best moments in my life was decisions made in utter Tyaga. Never go back to what you vomited. Never go back to secured, cozy, supporting ambience. Renounce higher and higher. The moment you go higher, renounce that also. When you go next level, renounce that also, but never come down. I have seen how the tyaga works. When I left the house to build one ashram, before even I completed that one ashram, see, I left the house to build one ashram in Tiruchengodu. Before even I completed that one ashram, I left Tiruchengodu to build a huge sangha to Bangalore. Before even I completed the building of the big sangha organization, I renounced that too to build this Kailasa nation. But nothing has left me. I have not renounced anything. End of the day, see that still the first ashram is getting constructed, getting completed. Second one is evolving in a full-fledged way. The third one is already happened. In tyaga, you change the whole space inside. I tell you, I am giving you small examples. In tyaga, you don't lose anything. You only lose one thing, the powerless mental setup. 20 years, extreme sincerity. I worked and made this, the Indian Sangha happen. It was extreme sincerity and hard work. If you see all the oneness capsules, the old videos, photographs, you will see how from scratch, every ashram, every sarvanyapitam, I built, and every person I chiseled and built, trained. One person at a time, one property at a time, one building at a time, one deity at a time. That is the way I worked and made this whole Indian Sangha. The Nityananda Sangha in India, Kailasa in India. But I realize the situation demands me doing tyaga. Even for a second, I was not attached. The moment consciously I understood, cognized, I think now, if I have to fulfill the ultimate goal Paramashiva has given me, I need to renounce, do tyaga of this Kailasa in India. Only then I will fulfill the purpose of Paramashiva, the Paramashiva's guidance, the goal he has given me, the Kailasa, Sri Kailasa. That's all. I decided, yes, Mahadeva. The elite way of doing tyaga is, yes, Mahadeva. As per your will. And I tell you, that strength, see, my ability to do tyaga gives confidence on me about me. The biggest strength of your life is what you feel as your strength for you. I myself feel, I am a tyagi. I can give up anything. People who live around me, if they need to make only one statement about my life, that will be tyaga. I can renounce anything. I can do tyaga of anything. That's my strength. I sincerely recommend every one of you develop that confidence about you, in you. Understand? You having the confidence, I can do tyaga of anything. It's like having private oxygen cylinder, emergency kit inside you for your survival. The strength I am carrying within me is that I can renounce anything. I am telling you, it doesn't mean you need to throw away everything. It doesn't mean you need to renounce everything. You need to know when needed, I can renounce. That confidence, if you build in you, that is what I call tapas. Please understand few things. Just like country functions with certain laws, cosmos functions with certain laws. Not knowing the law of the country cannot be an excuse for you not following the laws. Whether you know it or not, the laws of the country binds you. You are expected to know the laws and abide by the laws. Same way, not knowing the laws of the cosmos cannot be the excuse to escape from those laws. Every human being happened in the planet Earth is expected to know the laws of the cosmos and align the life in tune with the law of the cosmos. Please understand. If you know the law of the country and align yourself with that law and express your creativity, not only you will create wealth, the country's infrastructure will support you to live blissfully. If you are not aligning yourself with the law, naturally unexpected calamities. Same way, with the cosmic law, know the law, align yourself, the whole cosmos will support you. You are the ambition of cosmos.
Your fulfillment is a joint venture between you and cosmos. Please understand. Your fulfillment is not just your responsibility. The whole universe, you may call it God, Shiva, Krishna, Rama, now Venkateshwara, whatever name you may use. But the whole cosmos is waiting to fulfill itself through you. So your ambition is the ambition of the cosmos. The biggest problem is when you do not know the laws of the cosmos, when you are not interested in aligning with the cosmos, the universe tries to align you. That is what you call as punishment. It is not. It is the signals sent to you by the universe to align yourself, to get back to the center, to get back to the source, to get back to the functioning. Please understand. The law of the cosmos is what we call karma. Law of the cosmos is what we call law of karma. The word karma should be understood from all its multi-dimension, as a noun, as a verb, as a mystical system, as a functioning method. In every dimension, in every aspect, when the idea karma is understood, automatically, naturally, you experience life much more alive, much more positive, much more experiential, much more centered. Karma is not just the simple theory which you learn from in the household. Oh, if you do good, good will happen. If you do bad, bad will happen. It is only an introduction to the karma theory.
Om. 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 Listen to this. Listen very carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I am going on counting like this, 10 crore, 20 crore, 30 crore, 100 crore, trillion, zillion. At one point, your mind stops cognizing and withdraws. Because your mind withdraws, don't think that space of zillions does not exist. Listen. 1 universe, 2 universe, 3 universe, million universe, billion universe, trillion universe, zillion universe. When I go to the numbers like a zillions, because your mind cannot cognize and withdraws, you think that does not exist. That is what is fundamental logic of the atheists. How many of you click with the idea? Actually, what your mind can't cognize, you always think that does not exist. And from that cognition only you operate. How many of you understand this? Knowing things you don't cognize also exists, and operating from that knowledge is spirituality. Whenever your mind can't cognize and you withdraw, immediately coming to the conclusion that which your mind did not cognize or can't cognize does not exist is atheism, stupidity, corporate shit. Your mind, all the bad words I use is on that. I know many more strong words I don't want to use, but all of you understand. If you just, wow, this one click is enough. Numbers I cannot imagine or visualize, cognize. Because I cannot cognize and withdraw does not mean it does not exist. It exists. If you start applying this one principle and start operating, even things your mind cannot cognize exist. If you just go with this logic, your logic will become cosmologic. Listen to this one truth. Your mind can cognize billion universe, trillion universe, even the word zillion universe. And what about that next word beyond zillion? Oh, it's okay. Let me have coffee. Where your mind stops and withdraws, you think beyond that, those things does not exist, and you start operating with only what you can cognize. That is what I call shit, logic. But knowing the things which your mind does not cognize also exist, and operating from that understanding, even the things which I do not cognize exist, gives you tremendous power, strength, energy, excitement. And it's like you are blown away with power. I tell you guys, just before starting this session, there was a big ferocious session going on in Kailash about some work need to be done. I was telling them, I wanted to tell the same truth to all of you. To my Kailasavasis, to my Adinavasis, I was telling, hey, listen, when Paramashiva manifests in this body as a power, energy, that energy brings money. So, when he manifests energy, he manifests tremendous compassion. That compassion also should be shown to people with this money in the form of service. Only then we are true to Paramashiva. How many of you are understanding what I am saying? I was trying to do some social service. Some of my Kailasavasis, Adinavasis in Bididi and Thiruvannamalai, they were not cooperating. They were trying to throw tantrums and not doing the work which I wanted. Of course, almost all Kailasa does not do the work, the level in which I wanted and the speed with which I wanted. To them I was telling, hey, listen, when Paramashiva manifests in me, he manifests powers. That powers only brings money to Kailasa. And he manifests compassion also, along with powers. Always with the Shakti, tremendous Karuna comes. That Karuna
should be made into service activity. Only then we are true to Paramashiva. It's too simple truth I was revealing to them. But this truth as a foundation of functioning on things which you can't cognize logically also exist. That knowledge is cosmology. You function logically, I function cosmologically. You think what your logic can't grasp does not exist, and with that is the attitude you function. That is why science feels very cozy, comfortable, resonating with you. Cosmic science feels like a distance. Knowing even things which your mind cannot cognize exists. From that understanding that things which is beyond your mind exists and functioning is cosmological. And third, from cosmological, when you start functioning, something extraordinary manifests in you, which is possible for every one of you. Listen. I'll tell you, living around me is nothing but I will actually put a drill bit on your head. Huge drill bit. And drill this whole truth inside you. And you have to live this truth. You will neither have a mental breakdown nor have a physical breakdown. You will just have a conscious opening. But people don't want that. They want to live in that cozy comfort zone shell. Listen. Because you cannot go beyond zillion, don't think zillions universe does not exist. Because you cannot cognize zillions, don't think zillions does not exist. Same way, logically, if you stretch me, see, listen carefully. Million. If it is logically stretched, billion. If it is logically stretched, trillion. If it is logically stretched, zillion. And beyond that, because you are not able to logically stretch, don't think that beyond that does not exist. Knowing the parts which you cannot logically stretch also exist, and functioning from that knowledge is cosmological. Forgetting the things beyond logic also exist, and functioning is locological. Local. Tara ticket. Just understand the difference between local, logical, and cosmological. Let me create new word. Locological. 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 Cosmological. when you know things beyond your ability to stretch your logic also exist and function from that understanding, you become cosmological. I'll repeat once more, listen. Million is, if it is logically expanded, billion, then billion, logically expanded. For example, you see, million. If you add 1,000,000,000, then it becomes billion, logically expanded. Billion. And billion, when logically expanded, trillion. Trillion, when logically expanded, zillion. At one point, your brain gets tired of logically expanding, stops expanding and withdraws. When you withdraw, after that, you think the point you stopped going further. That zone which you did not logically think or cognize does not exist. You start working from the foundation of whatever is beyond your logic does not exist. That is why so much a blind spot about your life decision. If you understand the parts your logic did not cognize exist and operate, that is cosmological. Listen. Even in my relationships with people, it will be absolutely cosmological. That is why with ordinary logic you can never understand why Swamiji relates with different people in different way. You can never understand, because I operate with cosmology, means I know multiple lives of them. I know their multiple lives. You will never understand the cosmic right wrong if you are stuck in the social right wrong. Social right wrong is defined by the people who want to exploit you. Cosmic right wrong is defined by the beings who want to raise you to enlightenment. All your struggles, in the nirantaratva for complete completion is useless, irrelevant. That is why many times when I give the Guru walk to people, it will not look logical. Because it is cosmological. It's from the logic of the cosmos. It may not fit with your logic.
multiple evidences times multiple evidences we have multiple times. I'll reject somebody's $1 million donation because he was not integrated for $10. I'll say, he was not integrated in the $10 issue. I don't want any donation from him. Tell him to get lost. I'll not accept $1 million property, multi-million dollar properties donations because that fellow was not integrated for few cents. Because if he is not integrated in the few cents, he is dumping his property to as a dropping responsibility, not as a donation. So if he is dumping by dropping his responsibility, he is going to repent for donating later on. I don't want that. Many of my decisions you will never catch in your logic. Many of my guru work you will never catch in your logic. You will think, oh, it is such an unbusiness, unprofessional like decision. And the other day somebody was criticizing, Swamiji, what is this you are telling? Even if you are not able to be in Kailasa, it's okay, you give birth to a baby and bring up that baby, and after the age of 7, send that baby to Gurukul. People think that I am calling people to Kailasa to be productive. No, I am calling people to Kailasa for getting enlightened and manifesting enlightenment. Many of the devotees, they are messaging, Swamiji, you should call people who are already grown up, productive, inspire them to become Kailasavasis. Instead, you are telling, you give birth to a baby, at the age of 7, you send that baby, and even if that baby comes, then after that 20 years, we have to groom that baby, grow that baby, train that baby, and by that time, it will be 25. We don't even know whether that baby will be, want to be, when that person, when he grows up, he wants to be part of the Sangha, Kailasa, or he will leave. I said, listen, my focus is on enlightening more people. It is easy, very easy for a kid to grow up in this ecosystem and get enlightened. How many kids manifest powers and enlightenment is my productivity. That is the cosmological productivity. You can never understand the cosmological productivity by your logic. For you, the productivity means the money and number of people or the impact, influence we generate. No. For me, the productivity is how many kids, how many people manifest powers and enlightenment is conscious truths. So my logic is cosmologic. A normal person will never understand. I don't have any utility. Nobody can add anything to me. If you are interested in enlightenment, power manifestation, I'll go to any extent to make you feel as part of me. That's all. I'll do anything to make you feel as part of me. That's all. So, the way my logic functions is cosmologic. I plan from the cosmic, the Nityatva, not with the Nirantaratva. Even if it takes 25 years, when you give birth to a child and that child gets enlightened, that's the most productive for you. Understand, I am repeating. One of your DNA extension, anyone who gives one child to Kailasa, when that child starts manifesting powers and raises the consciousness, you will reach Kailasa when you leave the body. You will straight reach, because the DNA gets empowered. That is why all Shastras in all Sampradaya says, if one person gets enlightened, 7 generations of the past immediately given the space of Kailasa. Suddenly, some 7 generation elders will be picked up from the Pitruloka and said, you have been given a golden visa and residency card to Kailasa, please go. They will ask, why? Why? Now, one of your great grandson is initiated by Swamiji and the baby is manifesting power and he has become enlightened. So because of that, the whole DNA, 7 generation, given golden visa and residency, green card to Kailasa, please go. Your ticket available here in next 3 minutes. These are existential reality, understand. I am not telling you story. Do you know the amount of struggle it takes to bring up, train the kids, evolve them, and make them manifest powers? And make them manifest enlightenment? But I tell you, that is the real productivity. The whole productivity of the Arunachala ecosystem is manifesting one Nityananda. Not the number of people come and the crores of wealth comes in the hundi in the temple, or the millions of people go around the hill. All that is not counted as productivity. In Arunachala's list, when Arunachala Paramashiva sits and goes through his balance sheet, he will not be calculating, 100 crore came in the temple hundi. This year is productive. 10 million people are going around the hill doing Giri Pradakshanam. This year is productive. No, he is not going to look at that and feel that this year is productive. Wow. Nityananda has become enlightened. Now he will manifest this ecosystem in multiple places and reproduce it. This year is productive. That is the way he considers, he calculates, he checks his balance sheet. That is the way I check my balance sheet. This many people have started manifesting powers. This many people have started manifesting enlightenment. This many people are manifesting Paramadvaita initiation. Yes, this year is productive. That is the way I see my balance sheet. The whole ecosystem of Arunachala, which Paramashiva created thousands of years ago, the productivity of that ecosystem is Nityananda manifesting Paramadvaita. Now he will carry on. He will make multiple beings manifest Paramadvaita, and this will spread all over the world and revive the Kailasa. How can we operate from cosmological space? It is a simple practice. In everything you do, first remember you had many births. You will have many births as long as you want. These simple understandings, it means you don't need to so much worry about finishing it quickly, grasping. You don't need to squeeze the world for pleasure. I have seen so many men stupidly suffer. Oh, they have become already 60 and they have not had enough of so-called pleasures in their life. You don't need to worry. You can actually take another one body and come back and go on with what you want. This fundamental clarity in the cosmological way, when it enters into you, the decisions you take, lifestyle you live, will become cosmological. That's all. Hey, listen. Wanting to know more is excitement to live more. Excitement to live more is energy to produce more bodies. Understand? Even when you leave the body you are having now, you should have energy to produce more bodies so you can come back and enjoy as you want. Liberation is not achieved by frustration. Liberation is achieved by knowing you can have any number of bodies, but even if you have any number of bodies, end of the day it is just waste of life. Come on, let's relax in Paramashiva. Really, really, really more life, more consciousness, having more in life. So, the grand final punch, listen. If you understand my logical extension, see, logical extension of me, I'll tell you, if Swamiji can open so many people's third eye, then naturally he has a third eye. Not only he is able to open anybody's. And if he can give so many powers to so many people, so many experiences, then what he is? Something which your brain does not want to cognize, but is there. It is there. My unmanifest, your brain may not want to cognize, but it is there. With that clarity, if you work, if you live, you are living enlightened life protected by me, surrounded by me. You are living completely in my own being. Because you can't grasp that which is beyond logic, my unmanifest, my avyakta. If you say, oh, it is not there, then, are you living with Guru?
cosmological life or local life. Think. That's all. Think this. So with this, think this whole thing. And now please type what you understood about what I said about the Guru, about me. Knowing my manifest exists even though you are not able to logically catch it, understand it, and living is cosmological life, denying my unmanifest because your logic cannot catch it, forgetting I have a huge unmanifest being because your logic cannot catch it, is local logical life. Developing logical reasoning is very good to keep your life excited. I tell you, if you use your reasoning ability, as a corrupt, bad, cheap negotiation strategy with life and others, you will constantly feel suffocated, deprived, cheated. Listen, if you use your ability to reason out, your ability to logically come to a conclusion with the tremendous violence, anger, just to fight with others, cheap, corrupt strategy to negotiate with life and others, you will feel suffocated, deprived, cheated, frustrated forever. Listen. Ability to reason out is the instrument, tool. In Sanskrit, we use the word antakarana. Buddhi is gifted to you by Paramashiva. First, develop that reasoning ability and reason out the great truth. You are Paramashiva. Listen. If you reason out you are Paramashiva, it's a conscious process. You can't just say, oh, I believe I am Paramashiva, so let me immediately manifest it. Understand? Your belief will become solidified cognition if you start reasoning out. Reasoning out with a fair reasoning out. I am not even saying you should look at the whole life with the eyes of the fairy tale, with the la la land, with the idea of the oasis. No, I am not even giving you some impossible, impractical cognitions. No. Reason out reasonably. Do not use your ability to reason constantly to negotiate with others and life. Don't use your logic, your ability to reason out in a cheap, cunning strategy method, a strategizing tool to negotiate with life, with others, with the world. A small story. My friend and his wife stayed in a hotel, got a bill for $90. He screamed, for what? $90. The desk clerk said, for room and board, sir. My friend said, room and board? We did not eat here. The clerk said, it was here for you. If you did not get it, it's your fault. If you did not eat it, it's your fault. My friend said, you take $40 and I am charging you $50 for fooling around with my wife. The clerk said, I never touched your wife. I have not even spoken to your wife. My friend said, it was there for you. If you did not take it, it's your fault. Understand? Do not use your ability to reason out as a cheap strategy for negotiation or a tool to negotiate in a cheap way.
Nityananda. Swamiji believed in a very powerful way. What is karma? And what is the true meaning of karma? Now, to all the participants, understand, just design to break free from your karmic patterns, decide to not initiate new karma. That one decision is enough, powerful enough. It can just like that pull you out, liberate you from all the karmas, karmic patterns are struggling. And surrendering to Swamiji, it is only Swamiji who can actually burn all the karmas away out of you. So I hope all of you enjoyed today's sessions. Tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are going to be starting with the yoga. We request all of you to log in. And tomorrow we are going to be having a very special darshan. Swamiji is going to be gracing all of us as Bhagavan Dakshinamurti. And we are also going to be graced and blessed with Bhagavan Shukra's darshan. This is a darshan literally like a spiritual jackpot that you will be having, because you can ask any boon that you want. We are going to be having darshan of Deva Guru Brihaspati, Asura Guru Shukracharya, and Adi Guru Dakshinamurti. So to Bhagavan Shukra, you can ask any boon, even what you consider as morally not right, socially not acceptable, even such boons you can ask and get blessings for it. So tomorrow is going to be a very special day, so make sure you do not miss out. Now, let's all conclude today's day with the Purnam. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavati Nityananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you all, Nityanandam.